The role of education changes with every era based on the needs of the era. If you take the Stone Age, when we were hunters and gatherers, what did we need to learn? We needed physical agility, physical strength, and we needed to be very fast. So speed was very important. And as we moved to the agricultural era, what was the need of the era? Era was to have physical strength, patience, acquire skills and knowledge about seasons and plantations, and that was the need of that era. As we moved to the industrial era, the need of the era was to acquire particular skills about specific jobs. So we needed to acquire knowledge and skills and have certain discipline in order to do that particular job. So a lot of discipline was required, and to follow. Obedience was very important during that era, and that was when a lot of our educational institutions also have that ethos. That's where we get our ethos from. We're in the middle of the 21st century, and the world is rapidly changing. The jobs that we know of today may be obsolete in the very near future. So what is the role of education today? Is it about acquiring knowledge and skills alone? In such a dynamic, ever-changing world where there is continuous change and where things that we know of today may become obsolete in the near future, the role of education is to help children love learning so that they will learn throughout their life. Learning is not about the 12 years or they're in school or the time that they spend in college. It's a lifelong learning. And when does learning become lifelong? When they love learning, where learning is a celebration, where learning empowers children. So that is what we want to do in Sarvalokaaeducation, to help them love learning. They need to connect to themselves, their roots, and the community at large, and the world at large. We have been in education for more than 90 years now. And all along we have adapted to the needs of the society. When we started decades ago, it was to provide affordable education. So there was a lot of collaboration with the government and the government-aided schools and universities. And later, when the pattern was privatization, we have started several private schools, matriculation, CBSE and ICC schools, and private colleges also. We have over 12,000 students studying every year in our institutions. The medical college, the dental college, the nursing, pharmacy, the engineering colleges, architecture, law, and of course all our schools. And we feel the need of today is to help children have a global exposure while they are rooted to their culture. So why did we name our international school Sarvalokaaeducation? Sarvalokaaeducation is a Sanskrit word that literally translates to all the worlds, all the planets, the galaxies, the dimensions and spaces, and all that is living and non-living that exists within them and beyond. All in their togetherness is referred to as Sarvalokaaeducation. Sarvalokaaeducation is a very joyful space. So where children come together and where learning is not a chore. Learning is a joyful discovery. For instance, they go learn in the farm or the forest or the herbal garden, and where they learn through experiences. They touch the soil, they see the plants growing, and they see the flowers blooming, and they eat the vegetables that come out. So it's they actually have experiences, and they learn through exploration. They look at all the little animals and the animals and birds that come there. So it is a discovery. Learning is a discovery. Hence, it becomes a lifelong process for them. So Sarvalokaaeducation is a space where learning is celebrated. When learning is a celebration, children become lifelong learners. They are willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And this helps them become creative. They become adaptable, and they're not afraid to make mistakes. So they become resilient, and they're willing to collaborate. And this is the need of the 21st century. We live in an interconnected world. Why should education be disjointed? That's why at Sarvalokaa, we give several opportunities for our children to work with real-life projects and several opportunities for them to integrate all the learning that they have done through their subjects and all the other skills, their leadership skills, the financial literacy, the farm education, forest education, their work at the herbal garden, their work on solar panels, music, dance, art, theatre, everything is interconnected. When we know that we are interconnected, we will be compassionate and responsible citizens of the world who will contribute to a sustainable future. Sarvalokaa is a movement. We are shifting the focus from I, the individual, to we, the peers, to us, the community, and ultimately ours, the world we share. Every child will understand that their actions create ripples of change. When they think globally and act locally, it impacts the society positively and eventually changing the world.